throw, but it seems like you guys might have taken the foot off the gas in the beginning of the third period there. It was just a touch off of what the pace was in the first two periods. Was that the feeling you were getting on the bench?
I didn't get the feeling we took a foot off the gas. It's just the way that the game was going. I think the game was intense. There were a lot of things going on in the game, but I did not think that we stepped off the gas.
Todd, can you talk about your team's sense of resolve, especially not only tonight, but through this whole streak where you face a little adversity and it doesn't really seem to get them down too much?
That was kind of our MO last year, the resiliency and finding a way. And through these 6 games, I think we found different ways to win hockey games. Our goaltender in a couple of them was very good. Specialty teams has been pretty good. You're down 2-1, you give up a shorthanded goal. And again, the error was kind of out a little bit, but guys stuck with it. We actually scored. Boone scores to tie it up on the penalty shot, and then we scored to go up 3-2. The only disappointing thing was, for me, but it still added to the game, was giving up the goal with 11 seconds left.
Is this what we should anticipate for every Blue Jackets Penguins game now, for the rest of the eternity?
You know what? There was great emotion in the game. It was this had every. For me, the feeling on the bench, and I think in the arena, was very, very similar to the playoff series last year. You could feel the intensity. And I know, they were missing some guys, we're missing some guys, so you're missing that. But still, the feeling in the game, I think the atmosphere coming down from the stands, there were lots of Pittsburgh people in the stands, and, they scored. There was something there, and we scored, obviously. And so it had a great feel to it, the game did. And, the players playing the game, the intensity, the physicality of it, but also just the atmosphere coming down from our fans.
Coach, you've said this year that when Jack Johnson engages physically, he can take over a game. Talk a little bit about his performance tonight, even in all facets.
He played, I think, close to 30 minutes, and so that says a lot right there. And one play sticks out in particular for me. It was the first period when he basically pushed Sutter into the boards and really knocked him off his feet. And that's what Jack can do. And he showed some other elements as far as getting up in the rush and scoring a huge goal for us. But when he's got that physical edge to him, and it's true with anybody. You have that physical edge. To me, every other aspect of your game is better, just because of the intensity and the focus. And Jack can take over a game. He can shut guys down in the corner. He can shut guys coming down the walls. Because he's a good enough skater, and then, he's a great skater. And then when he gets his claws on you, you're done.
Your line of Chaput, Trop, and Bowl really seemed to be flying tonight. Talk a little bit about what you saw them bringing to this game and the intensity that they brought. They
brought some energy and physicality. And, for the first 2 periods, I thought as a group, that line, but also our forward group, we just played a simple, straightforward game. And when you're looking for some energy, Trop going in and finishing hits, and Bowl going in and finishing hits, and Chappie doing it as well. Again, the energy, and you're able to feed off of it. So they did a good job tonight.
Todd, how gratifying is it for you to see your guys have one another's backs? Doobie did it, Leopold, I think, Dalton Prout. Guys who take up for one another on the ice. How gratifying is that?
It's part of being a team. When whatever things are down or something happens in the game, you're sticking up for, number one, you're sticking up for yourself. But you know that if something happens on the ice, that you got the support of 4 other guys that are out there.
Todd, you've talked about the physicality tonight a couple times. When someone like Cam Atkinson has 5-6 hits on the night, talk about what you're seeing from him specifically.
That's, when Cam is really known for his speed and his quickness. But this game, it had more to it. And I think it really speaks to the game. Playing Pittsburgh, playing at home, for the first time. And you could feel it. And when Cam goes out and does that, again, that's it's a indicator that there's some intensity. And again, I'm not going to use hatred, but dislike. And that's what a rivalry is all about.